Kevin, the people want to know what you think about Crown of Thorns. What do you think about Crown of Thorns?
Critter Hunter.
What's going on, guys? So today I want to do another reaction video, and I found this video where a YouTuber, his name is finnsnow. He's like a vlogger, daily vlogger. That he's based in Philippines. That's how I found him, and he made a video about the Crown of Thorns. So he's in my wheelhouse. I gotta make a video about it. Let's go.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a new video. Today is going to be a very special day. We are here back with Alegria Dive Resort in Alegria, Southern Cebu.
Alegria. I can see Cebu from my house.
And of course, you might have guessed, it's going to be involved with the ocean. That's also one of the reasons why we choose to come here, or one of the reasons we're able to come down here in Southern Cebu is to do some environmental project. And today, we're going to be starting that. Now, before we start the video, we have to...
I'm going to pause it there. So, what do you guys think about YouTubers doing environmental projects? It's kind of 50-50 with me. You see a lot of them doing a lot of good, and that's their main thing. Heck, even Mr. Beast, you know. But then you see a lot of other YouTubers that are just doing it for the views, and they really don't make any difference. And they're... What do you think? I don't know what this guy... I don't know what he's doing yet, but let's find out.
From last year, when me and Shirley went to do a Crown of Thorns cleanup in Antique, Mararison.
Antique.
Have
you guys been to Antique? I haven't.
Further out than Mararison.
It's supposed to be really good diving.
Crown of Thorns extraction project, basically to save the reef for them. Wow, I am so excited, guys. It's so.
So he went diving in Antique to do another Crown of Reef removal.
We're definitely more than 400 compared to last. I mean, yesterday.
What?
374.
Well, stop. Did you hear what he just said? They removed 400 Crown of Thorns in one dive, and 300 something the dive before. What? That cannot be possible. Holy... I mean, Crown of Thorns are... You guys know. They're super invasive. They kill the reef. Everywhere around the world I've dove, the dive shops are like, if you see one, let us know. We gotta kill it or take it out. But 401 dive site? Holy that can't be right. I mean, let's use Darwin for example. I have hundreds of dives here, and I've never seen any. I mean, maybe I've seen one that I can't remember, but I can't believe 400 and then 300 on another dive, all in Antique. That if I heard right, that is a major problem, because they'll just crawl over the reef and kill everything. So, if he's involved in that, then that is massively awesome.
Alright, so after we gather all the Crown of Thorns, we have to dig holes and bury them. However, today with Alegria Dive Resort, we're going to be doing a little bit different.
That's a lot of work.
Way or method of extracting the Crown of Thorns. There are two ways: inject the Crown of Thorns to kill it, or simply extract it from the corals and bring it onto land. So we'll be doing the injection.
So have you guys heard of this method? I've never heard of injecting Crown of Thorns. That's pretty new to me. Does that work? I wonder what they inject it with. And I know that you can't just kill them. You can't just stab them, because just like any starfish, you cut off one leg, it'll grow into a whole other. It'll just multiply. I mean, these things are hard to kill. So you have to take them out of the dive site. And so I guess he's going to inject it with something. Let's see. I've never heard of this, so let's watch.
And we also learned new method. We're going to be filling up a pump gun that's going to be stepping the crown of thorns and inject vinegar into them to
vinegar.
And Allegria Dive Resort has taken it into their own hands to start a method and actually a world's first patty eye course that involves extracting crown of thorns.
Wow.
They are the big.
So you heard that. So I guess it's vinegar is the poison. So I guess that's pretty natural. That kind of reminds me of my wife made homemade vinegar. It almost killed me too. Oh, and he said that the Allegria Dive Resort, whatever it's called, they made a patty specialty course. That is pretty cool. There's a lot of bullshit patty specialty courses out there, believe me. And I like these environmental kind that I guess this one shows you how to remove crown of thorns.
Plague of the sea, and if they take over the whole coral system, the corals will be gone and the livelihoods of the locals here will be diminished. So the main purpose of
so what he's trying to say is how invasive and destructive crown of thorns are, and he's absolutely right. So they could get massive. I've seen in Egypt, I saw one that had to be like 4 foot wide. But anyways, they go around and they just suck up everything that they crawl over, which is usually they crawl over hard coral, and they'll suck out the polyps right out of the hard coral, just killing it. So you'll see one that's been, pretty much vacuuming the reef for a day or two, and it's just white, bleached, dead coral behind it, and it's super sad. So, I mean, Antigua, I can't imagine for 800 crown of thorns in one dive site or 2 dive sites, whatever it was. That's insane, because I've been on dive sites that were demolished by 1 crown of thorns. So he's also right. It'll kill all the coral around, which kills or takes away the homes for all the reef fish, which are feeder fish for all the bigger fish, which are feeder fish for all the even bigger fish, and the local Filipinos, or everybody that eats fish, which, I mean, they could collapse entire ecosystems. And with no jobs and everything, right now, all the fishermen are out in droves. They're surviving on fishing. Actually, not to get off topic, but the pandemic, I thought it was going to be good for the reef because there's no divers since April here. But it turns out the fishing went way up. No regulation. And there's just traps everywhere. So if the crown of thorns destroyed entire reefs, it's a major problem, not just for divers.
Tourists, foreigners, locals living in the Philippines, helping with the environment. The main purpose, we're actually just helping the fishermen with their livelihoods, their food source.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't affect us directly, for me, usually, and everybody around us, but it affects the local people here living just by the corals.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's what I just said. He's not too worried about seeing pretty corals for himself. He just knows that it could destroy everything for fishermen.
Clam that would pick up the cod and put it into a bag, and then we bring it onto land.
Holy
However,
shit!
this time we're going to be using
Did you see that photo? There was the floor was just covered in them.
Injection gun, which has a needle here in front, and that's going to be piercing through the cuts.
Cuts.
And then we squirt in the vinegar. That's it. It's no poison or anything, nothing chemical. It is pure vinegar, and that kills them. So
They should use my wife's spicy chili vinegar, where she puts it in a bottle with a whole bunch of those Filipino chilies for a while. Woo!
Inject them in the most safest way that is known as of now.
This seems pretty cool. It'd be a lot less work than carrying out hundreds of giant starfish on a dive. But I'm interested to see if it actually kills them. How fast does it kill them? Like, it seems like it would take forever for him to die. So I want to see... I don't know. Let's see what he does, I guess. Have you guys ever seen this method before? It dies within minutes. Whoa, it's already dying. He was like passing out. You can see how they cling to the reef and just suck up everything. Whoa! It's instant! That's amazing. I did not think it was gonna be that. Man, I was actually a little skeptical that this works. Props to this dive center. I can't believe they're finding so many crown of thorns. Yeah, look at that, all bleached out. I mean, it's not bleached by the sun. You can see the pattern. Oh, there's one right there. Stab that guy. They are pretty. Those spines are poisonous, by the way, so you can't just grab them. Oh my god, look at that table coral. Oh, that's so sad, because that coral takes forever to grow. Yeah, and there's no fish around it. Oh man, that's so bad.
Quite satisfying in the feeling that you can help for the community here. Though they did not see it, but underwater, yes. It's already outbreak, so we need to do something for it before it's gonna be gone, especially the coral. So yeah, it's quite satisfying.
Yeah, good job.
It's around 28.
So you got
28.
That's a lot, actually.
So 28 crown of thorns in one dive. That's just insane to me. I mean, 400. Holy shit. But it's kind of scary because they say they're in Allegria. I could see Cebu from here, and Allegria is like the southern point of Cebu. So they're just over the water from us, not far. I mean, it's closer than Siquijor or anywhere else. So I don't know why we don't have the problem here, or maybe we will soon. This is insane. And I know there's only one predator for Crown of Thrones that I know of, and it's called the giant triton. It's this huge shell, or huge sea shell, snail thing that it's the only thing that kills them. It just slides around and eats crowns of thorns. It's the only thing that can handle the poison. But I've never seen one. They're highly sought after for their shells because they're massive. The biggest shell I've ever seen. They could imagine a little snail that's 2 feet long and can eat giant crown of thorns. Well, you know, they're highly sought after by fishermen and everybody to sell the shells, and they're gone. I've never seen one. So, you know, the crown of thorns can just run wild now, and so it's really cool that the dive center is doing this, and that the finnsnow is apparently he's made videos about this before because Antica. So yeah, I give this guy a huge thumbs up. We need all the attention we can get about this because they are a serious problem. And I never knew about the injecting them with vinegar. That's pretty cool. I was pretty skeptical when he said that, but it looks like they died instantly, and that's a massive plus because it is such a pain in the ass carrying them out, especially if you find 20. You wouldn't even be able to carry them. So yeah, massive props to finnsnow. I'm really glad that he's into scuba diving now, and bringing attention to environmental stuff like this for the ocean. So, you know, if I could do this course in Darwin, I would. I'm not going to go to Allegria. I'm in Critter Paradise here, but who knows? They are literally just right there. We might have a huge crown of thorn problems here as well. And actually, guys, a little update. Before I made this video, I hadn't seen any crown of thorns ever in Darwin or Sikyo, or like anywhere I've ever been. You know, maybe one in Philippines, in Anilao or something. But after I made this reaction video, I actually saw a crown of thorns yesterday. So I was like, dang, what the heck? I should have brought a little vinegar or whatever. So yeah, that's a weird coincidence. I'm a little freaked out now. I might have to call finnsnow and his wife or girlfriend and tell them to bring the vinegar. No, just bring the guns. I got the wife's vinegar. We're good. So, alright, anyways, guys, props to finnsnow. You're doing an awesome job. Do way more videos like this. And yeah, you got a subscriber. Me and Kevin. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. I'll link his video down below so you can watch the whole thing. And I hope he doesn't copyright me. But I'll see you on the next one. Bye.